always there when you call. Always on time.
Today's topic. Hey.
You stand dazed and amazed, I bust a little rhyme with authority, superiority. Here I am, R-A-W, a terrorist, here to bring trouble to phony MCs. I move on and seize, I just conquer and solve another rapper with ease. Cause I'm at my apex and others are below, nothing but a milliliter. I'm a kilo, second to none, making MCs run, so don't try to step to me, cause I ain't the one. I believe rappers just like Tylenol, and they know it, so I don't see why you all try to front, perpetrating a stunt, when you know that I smoke you up like a blunt. I'm genuine like Gucci, raw like sushi. The stage of rage is what rap did to me, to make me wanna create chaos and mayhem. Cold rock a party until the AM. I'll make a muscle, grab the mic and hustle. While you stand dazed and amazed, I'll bust a little rhyme with authority.
My earrings in. Good morning, good morning. So, for y'all on Facebook and YouTube, the first thing y'all see is the topic we're going to talk about this morning, right? But y'all know before we get into the topic, right, we bullshit a little bit. So, good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Facebook. Gospel singer Kiara Shear tells Page 6 that when her girlfriends come to visit, she makes them stay at a hotel to keep them away from her husband. You know, I had this in my pocket. This was sent to me, and I knew I was going to talk about it today. Oh, Doc, you're making me blush. I knew we were going to talk about it today, but, you know, I didn't know it was going to be on the Breakfast Club too this morning. Always me, you know, text me this morning. Good morning, Mika Norris. Good morning, Rashmi. And was like, ooh, look at this topic. I was like, girl, it's already queued up. All right. It's already queued up. But happy Monday, y'all. So we're going to get into the topic and we're going to talk about when your girlfriends come visit. And guys, you could chime in here too, because we could flip the script and ask the guys the same question. It seems that the topic running across social media and even on the Breakfast Club this morning was when your girlfriends come visit. And I'm not going to get into the topic yet because I need the meat of y'all to be on. When your girlfriends come visit, do they stay at your house with your husband? Or do you make them go get a hotel room? In the meantime, between time,
And I gave you my all. Now, baby, be mine. I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always on time. And I
always on time. Well, you know, I already admitted that. Sometime I'm a little bit late, but that's okay. Let's see. All right. So in the meantime, while we are waiting for other people to join, I'm just going to play a little bit of background music and talk some shit before we get into the topic. So what the hell did y'all watch this weekend? What the hell did y'all do this weekend? So my weekend, I can start out by talking about my weekend. Yes, exactly, Rashmi. Guys were chiming in too. Oh, okay, because Rashmi watched it on the Breakfast Club, right? And so she's saying guys were chiming in too and giving their opinion on their guy friends staying over as well. So listen, I'm expecting that this topic is not just related to the question to the girlfriends, but related to the question to the guys also, okay? We're going to get into the topic, but before we do, I need to make sure I have the lion's share of my Coffee with Friends members on here this morning. So before we get into the topic of your girlfriends or your homies, your homeboys are coming to visit, do you let them stay at your house? Or do they need to go get a hotel? 1 second, let me just get my live streams set up while people are joining. You know, again, the YouTube topic is not going to match the live until after live is over, and then I go in and I update it. Let me see. Will this let me update the post while I'm live? Let me see. Girlfriends or homeboys come to visit. Can they stay at your house? All right, so I just wanted to make sure. Hey, Amparo, good morning. I wanted to make sure that my live on Facebook is matching what we're going to be talking about today. YouTube, I will not be able to update until after the show. And so, good morning, Facebook. Today's topic is girlfriends or homeboys come to visit. Can they stay at your house with your significant other, or do you not trust this? All right. Hey, Madison. Hey, Lele. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Again, good morning, Facebook. Good morning, YouTube. All right. But before we get into the topic, can your homeboys and your homegirls stay at your house with your significant other, or do you make them go get a hotel room? All right. And before that, let me tell y'all what I did this weekend. So this weekend I had a, I wanted to go work out with my good friends, Coach Donovan and Damaris, but I had a migration that was scheduled for a Saturday, and the migration was supposed to start at 2:00 and end at midnight. Well, I was in migration mode with work because I know some of y'all call me Tommy, but you know what? I do work. And so I was working, but my migration failed, y'all. And so it was the third time it failed. I don't know. So, that was a bust. And it was very unfortunate because I had other things that I could have been doing instead of working on a failed migration. But that's one of the things I did. The other thing I did is I hung out at AG's house, AG Kitchen 737, aka AG Photography 21. I hung out at his house. And as usual, he cooked the whole weekend. Oh my God. Except Saturday. AG, I didn't come to your house Saturday. Hey, Madison, Hearts of Fire. Good morning. Hey, Shirley, Grand Rising. Good morning from YouTube. He cooked for me all weekend. I don't think I came over Saturday, no, because I work Saturday. So Saturday, I kind of laid around in the bed until early afternoon. And then I got up and I got into work mode, watched a little bit of TV. Y'all, where's Yoga Girl Side? Who was it that posted that they were watching Sweet Home on Netflix? Who's watching Sweet Home on Netflix? The Asians, they're the ones who started with the King Kong and the Godzilla shit, right? Right? Who is watching Sweet Home on Netflix? It's corny but good. It's one of those monster movies, kind of. You know how the Asian movies are. Hey, Johnny Leon Hill. Hey, Fire and One. Good morning. No one on here is watching Sweet Home on Netflix. All right. Well, I saw one of you guys posted on your page, and because you guys posted who is watching Sweet Home on Netflix, I went back to it. I went to it. I was like, wasn't I watching that shit? And when I went back there, it was on episode 7, and I was like, oh, I don't know what happened on episode 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but I'm just gonna go ahead and start. Well, I'm pleased to say that I hit play. I was confused for the first 15 minutes on episode 7, but then it all came back to me. All right. I don't know if this is something I would recommend to watch. It is one of those things that, I'm guilty of watching TV, watching movies, and playing on my phone at the same time and rewinding the movie a million times. Who else does that? Plays on their phone and has to turn around and rewind the movie a million times. That's what I do. Okay. And so with Sweet Home on Netflix, hey, Glamour 47, Sweet Home on Netflix is one of those things that you could watch and you can play on your phone and you ain't got to rewind that shit. You know what I mean? Well, I watched that. All right. But guys, Power. I am behind in Power, and I'm not going to talk about the details of Power because I know y'all motherfuckers, when we talk about Power, y'all be wanting to stab people for giving away what's going on Power. But I want to say this. I had given up on Power in the beginning when Mary J was on, and I love Mary J. Please, y'all calm down. I love her. Okay. But her role had to grow on me on Power. But baby, I'm on current season. What episode am I on Power? 5, 6, one of those? 6, I think. Wow. 50 Cent. Wow. Power is really, wow. I had given up on it, but they certainly have gotten me back. Okay, I had to go back and do all the catch-ups and shit like that, and now I'm up to season. You know, I'm a couple of episodes behind current season, but it is really, really good. So for all those watching Power, now I can understand why y'all are still going off on social media about how good this shit is. Oh my God, it is really, really good. Oh, I'm a part of a TV group. So guys, this is how I know what shows are coming sometimes and what shows to watch. Who watched Lifetime Movie Network this weekend? There's a movie out there called Single Black Female. Who watched that? Who watched the original one, Single White Female? That shit was good. I used to watch that all the time with my grandmother. Now they got one on Lifetime Movie Network that came on, what's today's date? On the 5th, right? It's called Single Black Female. How many people, women on here or guys, have had a friend in their life that tried to emulate every single thing you did? I did. You know, I had someone that I used to call a single black female. Okay? Single white female. Yes, but there's a new one out called Single Black Female Amparo on Lifetime. All right. The original one was really, really good. And I had experienced a person not as dramatic as the movie Single White Female, right? I'm not, she ain't trying to kill me or do nothing crazy, right? But have you ever had a friend, hey, Lay 779, have you ever had a friend that, hey, mother on YouTube, you ever have a friend that emulates every single thing about you? You start looking at them and you say, oh my God, they even trying to emulate my mannerisms. Hey, Theo, they even trying to emulate how I speak, how I talk. I've had that before. And I didn't want, hey, Soulful BBW, I didn't want to admit that was really happening. And other people around me was like, no, bitch, you got a single white female. I mean, they are trying to be cookie cutter you. And I was like, should I be flattered? Hey, Zen from YouTube. Look here. Oh, no, from Facebook. Sorry. All my chats come in the same place. Good morning, Zen. Good morning. You know, Zen, I was just talking about you the other day. You know, especially after, you've had that experience, Zen. Okay, so Zen from Facebook said he's had the experience where he's had a friend, right? That was a single white female, but this is a guy, right? Somebody that want to do everything. Hey, Black Ice. So you had to drop them, Zen. So Zen, did they know why you dropped them? Did you tell them that you sick of their shit? Did you tell them that you tired of them trying to be a Stepford you? You remember the Stepford wives? Everybody look the same? Good morning, Future. Good morning. I didn't see Single Black Female yet, Glamour 47, but I will try to go watch it on demand. I'm going to see if it's on demand to go watch it. All right. Zen said, yes, totally confronted them. I knew you would. Because you're spicy, like somebody told me. I knew you would, Zen. I just love you, right? I just love you. Madison said, I called my friend Single White Female. She was such a good, cool cat. My other friends noticed it before me, had to bring it to her attention. How do you tell someone to stop copying you? That's not the topic for today. I'm going to get y'all with the womb bang topic today because everybody is talking about it. It. Like I said earlier, before the lion's share of my Corporate Friends members joined, everybody is hearing about this topic. I already grabbed this topic over the weekend. It's been hopping, and so I'm so glad it was on a Breakfast Club, all right? Zen said, wait a minute, Zen. No, do I need to come and help you? Do I need to come and help you? Okay, so Zen said, he had to drop this friend. Yes, he totally confronted this friend, right? That was trying to copy his life. They were even trying to take his man. What? Zen started all sorts of mess in my life. The worst thing about it, they were living with me. Oh, Zen, this a real story, y'all. Now I know it. Zen, I know this story, right, Zen? me and you, I was still coming to your house and rocking out when this person lived with you. I remember this situation. Is this listen, I know what situation you talk about, Zen, but you know what? True single white female experience. I didn't know it was that bad. I knew during the time the person was living with you. This is a true story, y'all. Okay, Zen. Okay, so let me tell y'all who Zen is. Zen is a cool guy that I met at work. You know, I maintain a lot of friendships from work, and I used to go to Zen's house. He know my mouth is bad, but he all right with that. Okay. And this is the person, if any of you on here have ever heard me talk, and Rashmi has heard me talk about it, you know, a few times. This man is the man who normally has 20 something trees in his house, Christmas trees, and gives a big Christmas party. I don't know if you still do that, Zen, but if you still do that, am I going to get back on the invite list? How did I fall off the invite list? What the fuck happened? But he gives this big Christmas party, okay? And I know COVID happened, so you probably wasn't able to do it. And he has like 20-something Christmas trees in his house, and they're all decorated very differently. And there's one that hangs in his dining room that hangs upside down. It's the most beautiful, whimsical thing that I've ever seen. And, you know, I mean, I remember, you know, his sense of humor is so, like, you can't hang out with Zen and get offended, right? You just cannot. He used to call my house the McMansion, right? Because, you know, I had new construction and everybody's house kind of look alike. And he has one of those throwback houses, those big old houses that got good bones and character. And they did a lot of work in that house, and it's beautiful. Zen, I really appreciate you joining my show, Coffee with Friends. And I appreciate you sharing a little bit of your life testimony with us this morning. Single white female. In this case, it was a single white man type thing, right? Wow. So men get this too. Thank you for sharing that, Zen. I have another topic, but listen, while y'all are talking about this topic, let me just cue up the topic because this topic might take a little bit of time. So for those on YouTube and for those on Facebook, I'm sharing the topic of today. And it says, gospel singer Kiara Sheard tells Page 6 that when her girlfriends come to visit, she makes them stay at a hotel to keep them away from her husband. Let that marinate, y'all, because I'm going to go and read the comments from the single white female, single white male thing. And I want to start getting into the meat of the topic today. Gospel singer Kiara Sheard tells Page 6 that when her girlfriends come to visit, she makes them stay at a hotel to keep them away from her husband. How many people on Coffee with Friends invite their friends to come visit them, but their friends cannot spend the night at their house because they do not have their friends around their significant others? I need answers. I need answers, and none of y'all motherfuckers on here better be shy. Who does not allow their friends to spend the night at their house because they don't like their friends around their significant other? Men and ladies, let's go. Let's go. Y'all see the topic. I'm going to leave it up there for another 2 seconds, and then I'm going to take it down. I'm going to go read the comments. Y'all start chiming in. Why can't your friends motherfucking stay over your house with your husband or your wife? What's going to happen? If you think that your friends are going to creep into your bedroom or flirt with your husband or do something whack shit, why are they your friends in the first place? What kind of friends y'all got? What kind of friends y'all got? Now, listen, I understand because a bitch tried to creep in on my meat that I knew. So I know how some people want to be riding. They want to be cowgirling, right? The shit that you riding, the eggplant that you riding on, they want to jump on that shit and cowgirl it too, right? So I've had the experience, but this wasn't like a girlfriend. This was an associate. And they tried to ride my man's meat and they ate at my table. So I can understand this concept to a point, but this says girlfriends. These are your homegirls. Let's go, y'all. Y'all not letting your friends stay at your house because y'all don't want your husbands looking at them. Fellas, do you let your homeboys stay over your house? Do you trust your significant other with the homies? Or do you trust your homies with your significant other? Let's talk. All right, let me go back to the chat, y'all. Let's see what we got. Hey, Yoga Girl Side, good morning. Good morning, Veronica Madison. Black Ice said, oh, wait, let me go up because I don't want to miss shit. Madison said, I called. Oh, you already read that. Black Eye said, what's wrong with that? I think more females worry about that than men do. Who cares? They just trying to level up to you. All this means is you are their inspiration. And Black Ice, right? That's what I had to keep telling myself. But it annoyed me because it was like everything I purchased, they purchased. Everything I wanted, they wanted. My hairstyles, everything. And I was like, oh my God, sometimes I feel like I'm looking at myself. And then it got to a point where other people started calling me and saying, what the fuck is going on? They started identifying the single white female shit. Right? But we Black. But they started recognizing it. So it's weird. And then I had the friends like what you're saying, Black Ice, right? Who fucking cares? Right? And I had to learn that eventually. So now it doesn't really itch my ass as much when somebody is trying to emulate me, because I've learned that it doesn't matter if you buy the same outfits that I have, or you decorate your house the same way that I have it, or you try to pick the same type of men that I have, right? You can never be me. It doesn't matter how long you act that way, right? So Black Ice, you're right. Veronica said, if she is my friend, I would not be worried about them being in my house. If she is your friend, you would not worry about them being in your house. Real talk. I learned from my mama, being kind to bitches that was down and out. Fuck that. I'm going to jail. Sister, don't play that. Don't fuck with my man. Okay. Oh, back over to YouTube and Facebook. Let me go up. Ooh. Okay, go Zen. Zen got a story. All right. All right, Zen, I'm going to come now. I'm going to come to this Christmas party. All right. So Rashmi said, laugh out loud. The way the article is worded sounds bad. You got to hear her say it. It's her boundary, and I respect it. Got it. I didn't hear her say it, but I mean, I get it. I mean, at first it was weird to me, but I had a woman that wanted to ride my man's meat. I did. That was coming to my house, eating at my table. So you know what? But you know what? I don't call those type of people my friends. I would think that the people that I call my friends, that are truly my friends, would not try it. But baby, you know, shit happens. How y'all feeling? So anyway, Zen said, when I was with my ex, we had a New Year's party. A couple that are friends with us had too much to drink, so they stayed over. Okay. So in the middle of the night, I wake up, I feel someone laying on my side, but their head was about my chest level. All of a sudden, this person reached over and started sucking off my man. Wow, Zen. Yes, come. Happy fucking Monday, y'all. Wow. That's a nervous laugh. Wait. So all of a sudden, this person reached over and started sucking off my man, eggplant, peen. Y'all know. I was like, what the F? So I looked at my boyfriend. He seemed into it. So I was like, shit, I'll get into it too. All of a sudden, the guy got up and left. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Anyway, so next day, my boyfriend blamed the situation on me. So ever since, I don't let people stay here unless it's absolutely necessary. And even then, I make sure shit is on lock. Oh my effing, that's it. Zen, you done fucking shut Coffee with Friends down this morning with that. Wow. Wait, Rashmi said clutching my pearls. I mean, wow, Zen. So you extended hospitality, right? You know, because think about it, guys, when you give a function at your house, and let me tell you something, I can see Zen giving a function, because Zen gives really good functions. The food be slamming, the drinks are flowing, and they're elegant. There ain't no ghetto functions at his house. And so I can see people getting lit and needing to spend the night. Okay. And I used to drive from Sparta. Zen lives South Jersey. I lived all the way Northwest Jersey, and I used to drive and hang out over there. I don't think I ever spent the night at your house then. I don't think I did. But wow. So this guy, you extended your residence to your friends to spend the night because they were drunk, and the man was in the bed sucking off your peen. And your boyfriend blamed you for that. But your boyfriend initially looked at you like he was into it. So what the hell happened? Right, I am dissenter. Wait a minute, the fuck. And you know what? I'm not even drinking coffee this morning. I'm really drinking ginger tea. Damn it. I knew. I must have felt your spirit this morning, Zen. So Zen, after that, did you stay in contact with this particular guy? Yeah, that was a story. Did you lose contact with that guy, Zen? Is that guy still around somewhere? Let me scroll up because I skipped Rashmi's comment because I was reading Zen's story. Okay, Rashmi said, I think I would be a little offended if my friend didn't let me stay over though. Are we really friends? If I can't stay at your house, the fuck? Now, I'm going to be honest. It depends on what friend it is. Like my friends, I'm not saying nothing about Rashmi because she's family, right? But if I go hang out at my girlfriend's house, for example, I go to Brooklyn and I go to Doris' house. Now, I slept at Doris' house plenty of times with her and her husband. Her husband walked around the house in his silk pajamas. He came and got her off the couch. We'd be sleeping on the couch together. He would come and get his wife off the couch because he needed some loving time. All right. We didn't play no shit like that. She knew I wasn't there for the shit to get her husband. Now, if Doris would have looked at me and said, you can't stay at my house. Let me just show this topic again because y'all not hearing me. You can't stay at my house because my man is here. But I'm your friend. So if you don't trust me with your man, why am I your friend? Why are we friends if I can't stay at your house? Because you don't trust me with your man. I need answers. Okay. Lele said, we got two Lele's on here. This is Lele, my cousin 779. I had a similar situation when I started dressing Afrocentric, getting piercings. We showed up at a gathering wearing the same thing. I drew the line when she propositioned my man. Wait a minute. Oh, we got two juicy shits going on this morning. This is fucking Monday, y'all. So Lele 779 is talking about the single white female shit. And she's saying they showed up at some kind of festival. Her single black female was dressed exactly like her. Okay. And then she tried to get with her man. What the fuck is up with these women trying to get with? Oh, see, this is why motherfuckers don't want y'all spending the night at people's houses. Who else on here? Who on here has a problem with their friends staying at their house when they have a husband or a boyfriend? I need to hear it. And I need to know why. Veronica said, wow, Kiara knows the shit her mama and aunties went through with cheating ass men, the Clark sisters. That it could be coming from that too. People got trauma. I can't be mad at her. Like, it's weird to me. And she's not my friend. So I can't be mad at her. But I'm going to tell you no lie. If my friend would feel like that about me, I would reassess the friendship. I'm not trying to get with your man. I'm your friend. Right? Anybody that's trying to get with your man is not your friend. Wow, Zen, I'm still stuck on that story. Oh, I knew they were gone. They moved out. Wasn't we still working together when you put that mother effer out, Zen? Zen said we never talked to them. Oh, the ones in the bed. Okay, we never talked to them again because they caused a little rift in my relationship. But it was long after that me and my ex broke up. So maybe they ended up hooking up. Who knows? Okay. Okay. Wow, Zen. You came with a bamboomer this morning. But listen, that's a lesson learned, y'all. Now say, what if that happened to y'all? You let your friends spend the night. Ladies, you wake up and your girlfriend in the bed sucking on your man's peen. What you doing? You're going to join in. You're going to get offended. Or if you wake up and she's licking on your kitty cat. Wow, Zen. I'm still stuck on that fucking story, y'all. Rashmi said, you're not even stepping foot inside my house if we're not friends, period. I don't just let anyone inside my personal space. I am Jacinta said, I think Kiara was cheated on. So she has taken that insecurity into her marriage. Some people are still healing. Some people are still healing. So you think when people feel like that, they're still healing? AG said, obviously there's a problem there with her husband, not her friends. Whoop! So if we got a roaming husband, right? Just say, for example, if we have a roaming husband, right? Why are we penalizing our friends because our husband has roaming eyes? Why are you with a man that you can't trust around your friends? That's the first question. And why do you have friends in your life that you can't trust around your man? Help me understand this. Why would you have friends that you can't trust around your man? And why would you have a man you can't trust around your friends? I need answers. Black Eye said there is no trust with the friend or spouse. Why though? What kind of relationship is that? Rashmi said, but I've had friends and family stay over, and I've stayed at friend's house with her husband there. No lines were ever crossed. Okay, so who on here feels the same way as Kiara? Who on here feels the same way about their friends staying at their house? Right, Theo? I'm asking the same question. So Theo said, so are they really friends? Are they? Lele779 said, if I can't trust my husband, I married the wrong man. As far as my girlfriends look, but don't touch. Right. You could look at my man and be like, damn, you lucked out, boo. You got a good one. He good looking. You could say that. You know, I've never had a friend that I didn't trust with my man. I never did. I never had a friend that I couldn't trust with my man. And the friends that I have in my circle, they could stay at my house with my man in the house, right? Because I trust them. Hey, Lulu Bells, good morning. Yoga Girl Side said, if you keep friends that you don't trust, you'd have to reassess your standards of who you have in your circle. So, baby, so you're saying that if you don't want your friends to stay at your house, you know, for me, it's a combination of things. Yes, reassess your circle. That's number one. Number two, work on healing, right? Because that comes from someplace. That mistrust comes from someplace. And like someone on here said, Kiara was cheated on before. So there's a trauma there, right? And so she's carrying those insecurities. You know, those insecurities are still present in her marriage, right? And it shows up in the way of my friends can't come and stay here with my man. Rashmi said, I'd never try to talk to my friend's man. We don't even have the same type of taste in men. Oh my God. Not that this has anything to do with the topic, but I don't know why. I don't know why Rashmi reading that just made me remember to tell you that I saw Sheena in Target. When did I go to Target? Friday? Yeah. I heard her scooting past AG. She was like, oh, I got to get over there. I just need to go say hi to AJ's grandmother. Okay. I have evolved, y'all. I am AJ's grandmother. Let me scoot by. I heard this lady in Target going, let me scoot by. I need to go talk to AJ's grandmother. And I looked up and she was trying to get around AG. And I was like, oh, AG, that's Sheena. one of Rashmi's friends. Yeah. So that was right. Hey, Sheena. Hey. All right. So, you know, you never know who you run into the store. Yoga Girl Side said, I don't have a man, but I would put somebody in a hotel because my house is my home. I don't have close girlfriends who invite me over. They can come over for dinner, etc., but you go into a hotel. Oh, at the end of the night. Okay, Yoga Girl Side. Yoga Girl Side said, no friends sleeping at my house, period. So you invite your friends over to hang out. but they can't stay at your house with your man. Why is that, Si? I see you in your paragraph. You said you don't have close friends. Is it because they're not your close friends or because you just don't like your friends in the same house with your man? I'm trying to understand what you mean by that. Rashmi said, I've had to check 2 different women about my man, but they were associates, not my friends. Okay. Well, same. I had a whole associate trying to get my man's peen, but he wasn't innocent in it, y'all. You know, we can't always blame the other person. We got to look at our man. We got to look at the person that has the committed relationship with us. Because it takes 2. Now, if you come on to my man and my man was like, bitch, back up, and he came and told me, I'm going to fuck you up, we're not going to be friends no more. But if my man is with the shits, both of y'all are getting it at the same intensity. It takes 2. Right? And a lot of times we looking at our friends sideways going, our friends can't spend the night. You can't spend the night because I don't want your man. So you just going to go around, being goalkeeper for your man, blocking people from your house. Because if you got that kind of man where you don't want your friends to stay over, what about when he go out and stay over? The fuck? See, people just be, I don't know. I couldn't do it. I understand people have their boundaries, though. I get it. I'm not judging. I don't have my no judgment cup in front of me this morning because I'm drinking tea, but I get it. I get how some people, okay, let me see. I get how some people can feel a certain way. Hey, Booth Busters, Yoga Girl Side said, I have someone who was my friend, but she's that type that would try to be with my man regardless of who he is. We don't communicate in person because I don't trust her at all. So you have a friend. Oh, who was your friend. And she used to try to get with your man. What was your man doing though? That's what I want to know. Hey, Tammy. Buster said,
you have 2 contacts named Tammy.
Siri just comes on. I don't understand. They just be listening. Booth Buster says, well, damn, I was just stopping in to say hi, but hot diggity damn, this is before work erotica. You missed a good one, Booth Busters. You missed it. They opened up in here popping off this morning. Happy fucking Monday, y'all. All right. Happy fucking Monday. Hey, Candace Waller. All right. So Yoga Girl Side said, wait, a man was sucking his peen. How was that her fault according to her boyfriend? A man was sucking his peen. Girl, you missed the whole story. You talking about the story I read from YouTube, Zen? From Zen, his experience, he had friends staying over. Okay. He woke up and the man was sucking his peen, but he was in the bed with his boyfriend at the time. Okay. That's what happened. Maybe he originally wanted a little threesome and then maybe something happened and he changed his mind. But I don't want to wake up and one of my friends sneak in my room in the middle of the night. I don't want to do that. Okay. Please don't sneak in my room in the middle of the night. Yes, Yoga Girl Side, Doris is my homie, but this is what I'm saying. When you have good friends, okay, you don't worry. Doris slept at my house plenty of times with my man, and I slept at her house plenty of times with her man, and we never thought to touch each other's man. I sleep at Donovan and Damaris' house. Y'all know he took me off a whole toilet. We ain't never slept together. Don't look at each other like we want to sleep together either. We're friends. Okay. Yoga Girl Side said, I just don't want people in my house overnight. Not at this point in my life. I don't keep dishonest people in my life for any reason. Okay, so for you, it's not about you. Oh, you trying to come on the camera, Yoga Girl Side? You gonna make me fight you this morning? You gonna tell us a story? But I get it. So it's not about your man, Yoga Girl Side specifically. You just don't let people spend the night at your house, period. Is that what you're saying? How are the fellas feeling? Guys, because all the ladies are chiming in. Guys, do you feel comfortable having your homeboys spend the night at your house with your significant other in the house? Johnny said, I'm coming, yoga girl side. Just give me a second to get through these comments. Johnny Leon Hill said it might have to do with the newness of her marriage. She's 34 and has been married for a little over a year. Ask her in about 10 years. She'll be like, come on, y'all. Y'all can stay here. Okay. So nobody on here has a problem with the friends staying over in front of them with their man in the house. Veronica said, I went to a Christmas party one time. My client invited me, drinks flowing. Her boyfriend flashed my client's hub. Wait. Her boyfriend flashed my client's husband. I told my ex it's time to fucking go. I don't want 2 fights this New Year's Eve. Wait. He flashed? Wait, a guy flashed the husband? Wow. I'm gonna start paying attention. The fuck? Because shit just go over my head. I don't see shit, nothing. I'm gonna start paying attention. Y'all are out here. Hey, the general. Black Guy said, these stories, let's first say none of these people rock with you. Stop calling everybody your friend. Now with the Zen story, that was a test. Old boy wanted you to watch, not join in. Wow. Interesting. Thank you, Black Ice, for that injection. I am Jacinta from YouTube said, I don't agree with Kiara, but she's a newlywed. She's still trying to figure out things. I agree with Johnny. Because some people are still healing, y'all. Some people are still healing. AG said, church women are very possessive when it comes to their man because it takes forever for them to find one. I'm just saying. I was a whole church woman and singing in the choir. Sabbath school secretary. My husband sang in the choir too. He was all at AY. I looked down the road and I wondered. And I looked down the road and I wondered how far I was from God, singing that every damn Saturday. And he was a fucking cheater. The fuck. So they act the same damn way up in these churches. We are human beings first. Soulful said, I used to tell your hubby was a little hottie, but would never come at him left. Oh, you talk about my second hubby or my first hubby? Yeah, my second hubby was a hottie. All right. But Soulful, listen, come on. You know how we used to hang out back in the day with my first husband, right? We slept all over each other, laid around each other, farted in front of each other, did all kinds of things in front of each other, and none of us ever crossed the line. Who are your friends? Who are your friends? The general said, none of my wife's friends have ever came at me crazy. Some have spent the night with us. Okay. Veronica says, sometimes he may tell first and put a spin on the encounter. Who will you believe? That's true. Okay, let's see. Okay, yoga girl side, come on. We're gonna hear what her experience is with this whole topic with her friends not being able to come on. Anybody else want to jump on and co-host? Hey, girl.
Hey, girl, how you doing?
Good. I had to get through the comments. What's going on? Go.
So you actually answered my questions because I needed clarity on the Zen situation.
Got it.
And I thought Zen was a woman.
No, it's a guy.
Right. I didn't understand. Right. So now I know you cleared all of that up. And
yep.
Also, for me at this point in my life, like I just want my own peace and quiet in my house. And it doesn't really have anything to do with like you're gonna be on my man. Because if you're that type of person, I don't have you in my life, period.
All right. So no friends, period, stay at your house.
Well, there's a caveat to it. If it's night, it's cold, it's freezing, you drunk, you're a woman, I'm not gonna put you out. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do anything like that. But just generally speaking, at the end of the night, you should plan to go home. But if you need it, like I don't want to be cruel to anybody and unreasonable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would play it by ear. But the girl who used to be my friend, she just, even from high school, like she just would lie and manipulate or whatever. And I was too naive to really see her game. But like, I love her to death. But
yeah.
I don't even want her in my physical presence. We haven't seen each other since.
Well, those are not friends.
Yeah, she's not my friend.
I'm talking about your friends. Like, I'm talking about your friends, your homegirl. Like, would you have a problem with your homegirl spending the night at your house? I'm not talking about associates, none of that. I'm talking about your friend, your homegirl.
To answer that question, no. Because
Okay.
I would not have a problem with it. Because I thought about it, and I was like, if my friend Salisha needed to sleep over, would you send Salisha home? I'm like, no, Sally, that's my girl.
See,
Like,
and that's
like,
what I'm saying. People are
right.
using the term friend loosely, right? And
Yeah,
so your
right.
associates, people that you really don't know, you might not want them to spend the night at your house because you don't know them. You haven't built up a level of trust for them. But I'm talking about your homegirls that you hang out with, people that you rock with. What is the problem, right?
I had to think about it through the process from when I initially was like, they out. Then I'm like, yo, you wouldn't let Johnette stay over?
Exactly.
Of course, Johnette get to stay. That's my girl.
Exactly.
Like, so I just had to jump on and be like, I had to process your question over the course of this
Okay.
conversation.
Okay, cool. All right.
So I hope you're not trying to fight me.
No, I'm never. I'm always fighting you, but it's with love.
I know.
Thank you, Yoga Girl Sai. All right. So with that being said, right, I am Jacinta. They are not your friends. Okay. They are not your friends. And this is what we need to decipher, right? One reliable sin said, Booth Busted said, exactly, Soulful. Hey, Coach Donovan. Coach Donovan, you missed the question and you're going to answer the shit. I know your answer. We're talking about, an article that's been circulating by Kiara, right? And it was on the Breakfast Club this morning. Do you not allow your friends? Kiara said she does not allow her friends to sleep over her house with her husband. Okay. And so the question on Coffee with Friends this morning is, how are y'all feeling about that, men or women? All right. Now, Booth Busted said, nobody with a functional penis is ever staying with me and my woman. Maybe if I had a guest house. Okay. Booth Busted spoke for the men. He's the only man on here that said, I think so far, right? That said that not one man is staying in his damn house with his wife. Why, Booth Busters? Why exactly? Is it because you don't trust men? You don't trust other men? Exactly, I am Jacinta. I want to hear from the men too. Why, Booth Busters? Why? Why? If are these your friends? I need the men. Men, stand up. Zen listen, Zen showed y'all out. Zen done came on here and blew the fuck up Coffee with Friends this morning. with his testimony, okay, and his reel as it relates to this shit. Why he don't let friends stay over his house no more. Zen, I promise I won't put your peen or your man's peen in my mouth if I stay. Because I'm saying you live far. I might get tipsy and need a place to stay. I won't do that. I promise. Okay. All right. But men, stand up. Are you letting your friends now me, when I was married, they didn't even listen. I never even saw men friends come visit the house because my husband wasn't into that either. You couldn't. No. The men friends could barely come over. Okay. And when the brothers and shit did come, they separated into a separate room, a separate space. Okay. And no, they did not spend a night. Wow, Booth Busters. One reliable sin said, I have never had issues with my fam and friends. Always stay over. You're not my real friend if you try me like that. And my significant other and I shouldn't be together if they let it go down, right? Because it takes two. We be so mad. Like I was watching the Oval Office, and there's a part, Tyler Perry always have the gay boys in his show, right? And so there was a scene. This guy is married, and so he's bisexual. It came out he's bisexual. He's having an affair with another man, right? And the wife is constantly slapping and badgering the side man. But your husband is involved too. Like it really just, we've talked about this before, how it makes my ass itch that motherfucker's always going after the side piece and never after the main squeeze. that they have the commitment with. One reliable sin said, if I welcome you in my home, then I have a level of trust for you. That's it, and that's all. Right? Now, I'm going to tell you this. If a friend of mine, and I said this earlier, but I'm going to say this shit again for all those in the back. Okay? If any of y'all are my friend, and I call y'all my friend, and you tell me I can't spend the night over because your husband is in the house, I guarantee you I am going to reevaluate our friendship. I guarantee that. Right? Or I'm going to, if I am your friend, I'm going to bring this up in a later conversation and try to figure out what's going on with you. Okay? And if you just simply be like, I'm cool, I just don't want you sleeping at my house, I'm gonna feel some type of way about that. Coach Donovan said, I don't have issues with a friend staying over. Sir, Coach Donovan said, I have a very close circle and I trust my wife, period. Now, like I said, I've had somebody that tried to put my man's peen in their mouth that I thought I trusted. Okay? Shit almost had me going to jail. So, but that wasn't my friend. That was a friend by proxy. None of my true friends would have did that shit. Right? That was just a friend by proxy. You know how you get friends because your partner is friends with this, and so you become friends with the girl in the group and shit like that. Right? But she wasn't the 100% to blame. My man was to blame too for that, because his peen wasn't getting in her mouth without him helping put it in there. The fuck? The general said, the homies that are my true friends will always get to stay at the crib. Okay. Okay. Boothbuster said, friend or not, my home is my castle. Castles don't get company. The fuck? Only one sword in this joint. Ah! I hear that. But seriously, just the way I was raised, it was just respectful to the household. Okay. So those are your boundaries. I can't. People are allowed to have their boundaries. So that's an injection from one of the guys on Coffee with Friends. Good morning, James G2. The general said, at my close friends are 15 years or more. Oh, all of my close friends are 15 years or more being friends. All right, so that's a good friendship circle. Yoga Girl Sai said she did put his peen in her mouth. Your real friend stopped you from bringing investigation discovery. Listen, all I'm saying is that people have their boundaries and I get it. All right. And so this was an interesting boundary because I mean, I'm just going to say this. I know for real in real life, this happened to someone. They might not say it on my show. They might not admit it on my show, right? Or they might not be on, right? But I know in real life, this happened. This happened to a friend of mine where they were not able to stay at one of their friends' houses. And I was shocked. I was like, what? Huh? What you mean? And I was told that they don't let women stay in the house with their husbands, right? And so, I mean, without understanding this boundary or why this is even a boundary, originally I was like, oh, I was struggling with judging. And I was like, wait a minute, if I'm your friend, how the fuck do you tell me that you don't trust me in the house with your husband? Right? I knew this happened to someone in real life. And I didn't understand it then. And maybe I'm having a little bit more of understanding of it now. That's why I appreciate Coffee with Friends, because there are various aspects and perspectives in things, right? We don't always understand it when it first happens. Like to me, I was like, what the fuck? What you mean? You can't stay at your friend's house. But the way some of you guys broke it down about Kiara being in a new marriage, maybe she's got some baggage. Maybe she's got some insecurities things that she's working on. And if you are that friend, right, that feels some type of way about your friend staying in your house because you don't want other people staying in your house around your significant other, female or male, meaning husbands may have a problem with their male friends staying over their house in front of their wife with their wife present, and females may have an issue with their girlfriend staying over with their husbands present, right? But you really have to ask yourself, where is that coming from? That's coming from someplace. Something traumatic must have happened. You might have been cheated on before, maybe. Maybe you've heard stories of people trying to put your man's peen in their mouth. Something had to get you to a point where you decided that you don't want company in your house spending the night with your significant other. Okay. Hey, protagonist. Good morning. James said maybe they know their husband. You don't let your husband go to the crack house if he like crack. Right, James. And that's why I say it take two. Why are we focusing on the friends? I love that. Thank you, James, for that. You're right. You don't let your husband go to the crack house if he like crack. So when you are saying, so to me, I'm glad you said that, James. I'm glad you said that shit. Okay? Because if you don't trust your man, okay, and you scared that he's going to have roaming eyes when your friends are over and they spending the night and they put their pajamas and shit on, then the problem is not your friends, y'all. The problem is not your friends. Fix the problem. Thank you for that, James, because you fucking right. I ain't taking you to the crack house if you like crack, because I know what's going to happen. Protagonist said, that's jealousy, and I ain't staying in that energy ever again. I hear that shit. So for you, protagonist, your friends could spend a night at your house with your woman, with your significant other in the house, and her friends could stay in the house, and y'all have enough trust to know that shit ain't gonna cross no lines. You're not dealing with the jealousy shit. I hear that. I hear that. Georgie said, in that situation, I wonder who you are afraid to reveal as a snake in your life. Are you afraid to lose either relationship? Yes, the question, Georgie. Are you afraid to lose either relationship? Like you don't want to lose your friend? You don't want to lose your man? Right? For me, I would want it revealed that my friend or man doesn't really give a fuck about me. She put GAFAM. I'm getting good at trying to figure out what the fuck y'all mean. All right. It says he don't really give a fuck about me. Right. But this is not an issue for your friend. This is an issue for your friend and your man. Why are we only focusing on the friend? What's going on? Cheryl Lee said, I'll say it again. It takes two or more. Check your man or woman, period. Protagonist said, if she gonna cross the line, she gonna cross the line. Facts. Yoga Girl Side said, me too, Roy. Reveal the truth in all relationships. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. But y'all, this has been an interesting Monday, y'all. So today's and I did have something else, but I might save it till tomorrow, because it's 9:00. And I wanted to start out with this something else, but I changed directions really quickly this morning. But there's a question I want to ask y'all, but I'm gonna save it for tomorrow, okay? Because it's 9:00 on a Monday already, and I don't want to drag. I know if I bring this next thing up as just a throw-in topic, something that we shouldn't play around with at the end of the show. You know how I come in the beginning of the show and I talk shit, and then at the end of the show we talk shit. But I'm gonna save that one for tomorrow, y'all. But I'm just saying, loyalty and trust is paramount in any relationship. Thank you, Cheryl Lee. Listen, loyalty and trust. Listen, I know I'm 55. right? And I'm up there. And it's a damn shame that I feel like I could have learned some of these life lessons that I'm learning now, that I'm taking in, that's actually penetrating. I could have learned some of these shits early on. But that's okay. I'm gonna take these learned lessons at any age they come. But listen, I pick my friends carefully, right? And if I think you a fuck type friend, I'm just not gonna fucking deal with you. Right? Because I don't want to have to go through, oh, this person can spend a night over my house, or this person can't. No. If you can't spend a night at my house, we don't need to be friends. We don't need to be doing nothing. I don't have space or time to hang out with people on a regular basis and be like, oh, you my friend, but you can't spend a night at my house. Okay? That's not going to happen. Okay, I got to place people where they belong. And so me, I don't have an issue with people spending the night at my house, because if you are in my friendship circle, I trust you. Okay. And first and foremost, I need to trust my fucking man. Okay. Because even if my girlfriend was trustworthy but I don't want the type of man that's going to try it. Okay. Because my man could try it and my girlfriend would be like, no, and tell me what you gonna do then. What if you were in a situation where you did let your girlfriend spend the night, okay, and she came to you the next day and she was like, listen, your man tried it, okay, or she told you right away when it happened, like you heard some commotion going on in your house and your girlfriend came to you and was like, your man trying it, would you believe her? Because I have had a situation where, someone confronted their friend because their man tried it with them, was inappropriate, trying to have inappropriate conversations with them. And my girlfriend told her girlfriend, listen, your man said some inappropriate things to me. And her girlfriend didn't believe her. Her girlfriend asked her to leave. Who would you believe if you did let your girlfriend spend the night over and your friend came to you and was like, your man tried it. He walked past my room rubbing his eggplant. Or I was coming out the bathroom and he blocked me from getting out the bathroom talking all kind of shit. Would you believe her? Go to General. You losing that weight. I'm not stepping on the scale. I know I lost weight because my leggings are loose around my waistline and shit like that. So I know some shit is going on over here. I'm ramping up. I'm going to Jamaica. And I have this bathing suit I got to wear. I haven't worn it yet, but I will be wearing it in Jamaica. I don't give a shit. I'm serving whatever this body is given on the day I put that bathing suit on. Okay. It is getting the fuck on. Okay. I am going to wear it. Wear it, sis. Wear it. Okay. Coach Donovan said, Raw, we have the utmost trust for each other as we've been riding hard for a minute. Hard. Like, listen, I could go and do anything with Donovan and Damaris. And I know they got me and they know I got them. Okay. Well, maybe I don't got them and maybe Damaris don't got us either, but Donovan got to have us. Because Damaris and I, we never have each other. We be trying to have each other, but Donovan has to come in and handle the both of us. This is why you got to keep working out, Coach Donovan. You got to keep lifting them weights and being strong, okay? Because you got to be able to handle the both of us. And let me tell you something. I'm a big girl, right? I got the hips and shit. And Damaris is little and compact, but she all muscle. She heavy as fuck. She little, but she heavy as fuck. Y'all know muscles is heavier than fat. So don't get it confused. She listen. So Donovan, you got your hands full with the both of us. All right. Protagonist says you got this. Squat, deadlift, and bench press your way to your ideal body. And that's what I'm doing. I'm Pelotoning this, squatting and crunching it and shit. Doing anything I can. Okay. To get this body the fuck right. Okay. Cheryl Lee said if she was a friend, she ain't keeping it hush hush. She is screaming as they are rubbing, talking, or touching. screaming as they are rubbing, talking, or touching. Everybody know it's happening, not just the two of them. Cheryl, I know that's the fuck right. I am dead. All right. So Cheryl is basically saying, fuck that shit. Your husband come in my room and he started rubbing his peen. I'm hollering and screaming. The whole motherfucking house is waking up. Y'all gonna know this motherfucker is in my room rubbing his peen. Do y'all think y'all friend would believe y'all? Do you think your friend would believe y'all? I had a whole aunt whose husband was taking his fucking clothes off in front of me, and I left the room, and he was scared I was going to tell my aunt. I was so young, I didn't even know what was going on. I knew it didn't feel right with him trying to take his clothes off with me in the room, but I didn't know enough to know that it was something I should tell, right? So I didn't tell, but this motherfucker told. Because he thought I was going to tell, and he made it sound like I wouldn't leave the room while he was taking off his clothes. Sir, I was like 14. The fuck? No, I was never one of those young kids looking at no old ass man in his raggedy ass wrinkled up peen. No. All right. And guess who my aunt believed? My aunt believed him. Asked me to leave the house. Asked me to leave. And then a year later found out that her whole husband was fucking his daughter, her daughter. But didn't believe me when I tried to explain that no, that MFer came in the room taking off his clothes. She asked me to leave. You see how some people do? And then you find out that your husband was fucking y'all child. But you asked me to leave. Some people don't believe their man be perverts, y'all. They don't. Wait a minute. Hey, Mrs. Mia, Boofbuster said, I think my point is if something gonna go down, to know that it happened in your own crib while you were on site, man, it would be some slow singing and flower bringing. Bam, Boofbusters. Because listen, I'm with the shits. I tell people all the time, I am with all of the shits. Okay? I am orange jumpsuit ready for certain instances. That's one of them. Orange jumpsuit ready. Okay. Protagonist said, my man's girl violated him one day by trying to hit on me. I told him he ain't believe me and we ain't friends no more. See, perfect example. Thank you, Protagonist. This is from a guy. Protagonist said his homeboy's girl tried to hit on him. And when he told his homeboy didn't believe him. That's the problem with some of y'all. Y'all don't be believing your friends when they tell you that your partners are fucked up and ghetto. Why you don't believe your friend? If that's your friend and you trust them, why you don't believe them? Rashmi said, your aunt is crazy. My question would have been to the husband, why the fuck you trying to undress in the same room anyway? Why not go to another room or bathroom? I was already in the room, both me and my cousin watching TV because that's what we did when the adults were not home. We went into my aunt's room and we watched her TV. Okay. And when he came home, we were still laying across the bed. My cousin got up, but I thought she was coming back. And I turned around and I realized he was undressing. I was like, hold up. And I got up and I left. Went in the kitchen, thought nothing of it. Right. And when my aunt came home, it was like this big conversation. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I was like, no, that's not what happened. And she asked me to leave. And this is why I don't fuck with certain family members. I don't. You only get one time to do certain shit to me. That was it. And that was all. Right. I don't think I ever went back over there. Right. And I never spoke to her husband again. But a whole year or so later, you found out he was fucking y'all daughter. Listen, it take two, y'all. It take two. Yoga Girl Side says she knew her husband was rubbing his peen because she know what kind of man she has. Boofbuster says, y'all ever heard a D'Angelo song? Shit. Damn motherfucker. Yeah, that part. Why did I get a whole visual, Boofbusters? Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God, I love it. Thank y'all for joining Coffee with Friends. This is Monday, y'all. This is Monday. Happy fucking Monday. So I started off the show and I asked y'all, have y'all been watching, who's been watching Sweet Home? I thought Yoga Girl Side posted that. I don't know who posted it, but it reminded me to go back and start watching Sweet Home last night. And it's very entertaining. It's an Asian movie, you know, monsters and shit like that. It's one of those movies that you can look at your phone and text and shit and just keep watching. You don't have to keep rewinding the shit. You know what I mean? And so I also asked you guys if you watched Power and if you watched Single Black Female. Those were the shows and the movies that I brought up today. Also, Johnny Leon Hill is collecting. He has a show on Wednesdays called Arts and Crafts, and they're going to be talking about Black movies throughout the month of Black History. So there were some movies that we gave him, Coolie High, Claudine. Did we say let's do it again? Something like that. And so we're inboxing Johnny Leon Hill some movie suggestions, right? And so far we got Claudine. Somebody actually said on social media on Facebook that they were watching Claudine and they bleeped out all the cuss words. Oh, I forgot. I got a whole list for tomorrow too, y'all. I got the whole list for tomorrow, okay? They were holding up all the cuss words except for the word niggas, right? Why is every other curse word bleeped out in the movie Claudine but the N-word? So I got to go see about this. I got to go watch Claudine and figure out why they bleeped out every cuss word except the N-word. Why is the N-word so acceptable to be used? Just like on Spotify, Joe, what's his name? John Rogan or whatever his name is on Spotify. Okay? Whoopi Goldberg got suspended for talking about the Holocaust and the Jews and the Holocaust not being about race, right? That's a whole different discussion, right? But this man on Spotify running around going with the N-word like it's a fucking N party on Spotify and nobody say anything. Why is it that the Black race, and this is like one of those conversations that we'll be talking about forever, the only race or culture of people where we are expected not to ever be offended? The fuck? Like, Cheryl Lee, that's why I said this is a whole nother topic of discussion, right? Because we could get into what Whoopi said, and there's a debate in what Whoopi said. And a part of what she said was right. I agree with, but I'll talk about that another day. Cheryl Lee, I'm with you here. Whoopi was right. Because we're talking, white people killing white people, right? It wasn't about race, she said. And so she got penalized for that and suspended because of what she said, right? But this guy on Spotify could run around and throw the N-word all the way around the world. This is why so many singers, if y'all notice, a lot of singers are saying that they're pulling their music from Spotify because of this. The Black people, we get the worst of it. They just let anybody dog us. They could talk about us, call us the N-word, do whatever they want. Nobody gives a shit. But you talk about the Holocaust, you talk about all this other shit, and there's a problem. Okay, Power is good, y'all. Power is real good. I just want to say that I tried to protest it, but I started back watching it, and I'm on current season, episode 5 or 6, and I just can't take it. It is so damn good. But y'all, I need y'all to go to the link in my bio, all right, and follow me on TikTok, Facebook, IG, YouTube. When you go to YouTube, make sure you are hitting the subscribe, but don't just hit subscribe and leave, y'all. Because then they're going to remove your subscription. They're going to run a script and think you're spam. You have to go on. You have to hit like. You have to interact with me. Share my video. Comment on the video. Right? Give me a thumbs up. Never a thumbs down. All right. Support your sister. All right. Also on the link in my bio, there is the link for my body butter business, Essentially Raw. I did, you guys, I am a one-man band here. I am. And so y'all know anybody that's been buying products from me, right, all these years, y'all know that I don't play. I send my products out. You get what the fuck you order. Okay. And so, I've been having a stressful couple of weeks dealing with some things or whatever the case may be. But that's how business is, right? But I'm going to continue to grow. And so, I want to say that when you go to my Essentially Raw body line, I noticed that they updated the web page. And so I don't see my note that used to be up there on my page. So I need to put it back. It takes me approximately up to 14 days to process body butter orders, right? So when you order your body butter, it's not going to be one of those things where you get your body butter in the next 2 to 3 days. Sometimes it could happen that way, but most times it does not, because one, I blend the body butters as they are ordered 90% of the time. I do not like to have my shea butters just sitting around in inventory, right? So the only time you'll have my shea butters sitting around in inventory is if I'm doing big orders for the barbershop or big orders for a salon that might order to have my stuff sitting on the shelf. But for me, if you're ordering directly from me, 9 times out of 10, I'm making the product fresh. All right. So it takes me approximately up to 14 days to get the product out to you. Okay. And so I need to update my website to make sure it says that, because, I had someone, tweet on a Twitter page, like, I ordered on January 26th, where's my order? Right. And I said, okay. And I was currently working on that order. So guys, it takes me about 14 days. All right. But y'all know, if y'all been ordering from me, whether y'all ordered from rawtodebone.com or whether y'all ordering from my Essentially Raw business, whichever one. Okay. Know that I will get your products out to you. And with that, y'all, I appreciate y'all. I didn't watch Tommy's Power yet. Oh my God. Tommy's Power is out already? Is it? I didn't even know it was out yet. All right. I'm still watching, Tariq's story Unpack over here with, Mary J. Blige and family. Anyway, y'all, I am gone for now, but never gone forever. We're going to go out on the same thing.
Come on and get a piece of this late night lover, the one that swing dick like no other. I know. Drop the water straight.
Okay.
Slice the game, so back it down to the thing. I can't wait no
more. All right, protagonists, I will catch up. And with that, y'all, I am out, gone for now, never gone forever. Peace, Facebook, YouTube, and I'm out, IG.
Months. I dare you to shut out the world. I dare you to shut out all the distractions. I dare you to give up everything that is keeping you from your dream.
If you have a dream, don't just sit there. Get your ass up and make something happen.